All right, guys, it's very good to meet you all. I'm Kelton. I'm also part of the teacher in the program. And today I would like to announce our HUDT lab. I think when you are admitting to the university for this program, you have heard of the HUDT lab, right? So great. So the HUDT lab is really like working for the student and especially for HTT students. And we would like you to know what's going on in the lab and also what you can do in the lab. Okay, it's on 4th floor, so you just go up 2 floors from here and then walk all the way back across room 438. And you will see the lab. Right now it's still covered with stuff, but we are technically soft open. Okay, so let me introduce you to what you can do at the lab and what would be our policy. So thanks Jenny for having this time so that when everybody is face to face here, I can let you know what's going on. All right, so so this is a fresh greeting, and let me just introduce myself a little bit. I also teach here in this program. I got an architecture degree, but I also study comm lit in this particular faculty. Now I will be teaching some new courses, so I'll be seeing you in internship or XR, reality, or some other classes, all right? So maybe in spring, I will see you. So I'm the coordinator of the HUDT lab, but also Jenny is also the coordinator of the HUDT lab. So if you have any things you'd like to ask, you can ask me or you can ask Jenny also. We are launching a new web page for the lab, so you'll get a lot of information from the web page. And you can reach the web page by this link. And this is designed by our student, Kate, from our 2nd year cohort. So as you know, you can get involved in so many ways. Now, the first thing I'd like to introduce you to is there will be a competition coincide with our launching of the lab. So this competition, it's really for students, and especially for HTT students. And it's called Digerati competition. What is Digerati? So what's this word about? You can check out the words. You can ask Paul if you want what's Digerati is about. So it's a combination of 2 words, digital and literati. If you know what literati is, then you mix it with digital and you got Digerati. I got this definition from Paul, so don't trust me, okay? And don't trust Paul. So I believe it's a very thorough explanation what it is, but you do your own search. And I suppose this search is Jenny certified, so you should pass your test. So I'll leave you to know what's Digerati. But basically, we want to encourage students to self-initiate projects on your own. And when you have projects and maybe you partner with some other faculty students, you can submit the projects to the competition. Okay, so there's a deadline. Please check on the web. In terms of prize, we are still figuring out what kind of prize you're going to get. But I will assure you it's going to be good, all right? So I hope it will motivate you to start creating something. Now, in terms of project, there's a wide range of stuff you can do. You can think about, okay, if I want to have a startup, if I want to have some kind of entrepreneur ideas, if I want to do VR, if I want to do XR, if you want to do big data research or marketing data research, or gaming, if you want to do a game, right? You can submit for a competition. So there's a lot of things you can do. Think about it first, and then you can submit your proposal to us. And then after a while, we figure out who will get the first prize, second prize, and third prize. And for those prizes, of course, it's there will be monitoring, but at the same time, you'll be able to use the lab right away to work on the project. So in a way, it's a ticket to the lab. Now, in general, for all our HTT students, you have the right to use the lab based on one condition, is that you have to come up with a project. And these projects would be self-initiated, and you can submit a proposal to us. And then if we pass the proposal, basically you can come in and work on your project at the lab. At the lab, we have a large space, so when you have time, come in and check out, knock on the door, and you'll notice we have this incredible projection space. This is not just a regular projection, this is interactive projection, which means that you can interact with the image that is being projected. So there's a bit of interactive technology going on, and if you want to figure out how you can best use that, come to the lab. So there are other space in the lab, of course, for you to use. If you are starting on your project, if you partner with someone who maybe you want to get a startup going, there will be conference room you can book, and we have this incredible view of the city from the lab, and you can book a desk, a hot desk, bring a laptop and start working. And we have also workstations that you can book. The workstation, I think it's powerful enough for you to play a lot of games, but I hope you don't just play games in there. So, so this would be the members' benefits, all right? So you have to be a member in order to use the lab. So all the HDT students are eligible to be a member. So you have the first exclusive membership rights, all right? So with membership, you can also form some subgroups in the lab. Like if you have some special interest, if you want to create special, maybe vintage game, I don't know, but you want to have a group of people who are the same interest of you, you can form groups. Already we have a game maker group. Last cohort, the second cohort, there's a few people who really want to make games. So we already formed a game maker group called Hack, okay? But there will be other group forming. So once you join as member, besides just a regular member of the HTT, you could form a small group. Maybe you love manga, you want to have a small discussion group with manga. So disregard these titles, it's just suggestive, okay? I don't think anybody wants to form a cute archivist groups. Anyway, so, but it's all up to you, all right? Now, we also have an initiative. We know that spatial computing proposed by Apple is something that is very pioneering and is cutting edge. And a lot of students has been asking about, oh, will you get a headset for us to try on? Well, we will be getting headsets if students are willing to commit to develop something out of the machine. We don't just want to have headset lying around and then have students coming, oh, that's very cool, and then just walk away, okay? We want you to commit in making something out of it, okay? So this is not a cheap headset anyway. So, so we will try to correspond what you want to do with it, and then you can send in a proposal, just like any other project proposal, and then we will figure out, okay, this is worth it. So we'll let you have the headset, but also you are obligated to show other people what this experience is about. So when people want to book maybe a tryout, a demo, you are responsible to do some demo for it. So this is what we are at in terms of dealing with the latest from Apple, and we are trying to get the headsets somehow work out something with them. So if you're interested in going into spatial computing, think about it and send in a proposal, all right? Now, we have some very special internship going on that originate from the lab. We have a regular internship for all of our HTT students. From when you reach your third year, we try to have you get into internship. But from the lab, we have some special trip internship. For example, this very term, we will go to Japan with 4 of our HTT students, and they will try to create something for a studio to increase the value of that particular place. So in a way, your internship, it's more like a active promotion, right? Active participation of with a business or with a company. So this will be a wonderful trip. So we will let you know more, but more of this will be coming up. So stay tuned on the internship. Now we also have workshops, and we will have one coming up right at the end of this month. So if you're interested, you can sign up and get a taste of what the workshop will be like in the lab. This particular workshop has to do with a game engine. I don't know if you're familiar with the Unreal Engine. It's getting quite famous at the moment. The Unreal Engine is pretty powerful. And this lecturer from Singapore, he specialized in something called procedural magic, procedural creation. So what is that? So let me just try to sell you a little bit on that. If you are familiar with this film, anybody have watched The Matrix? So some of the Matrix person already know what's going on. The game engine company creates a city for this particular film, and all the thing that is being made in the city is computer generated. So as you can see, this is very photorealistic, and everything that is being made in this shot, in this city, it's generated by computer. When you play games, normally you think that, oh, everything has to be built, right? 3D models, a lot of work. But now the computer is able to generate a city right from the computer when you start playing the game. So that's like crazy. Like it generates a reality, basically. Look at this picture. This is like photorealistic. So the lecturer is specialized in doing that. He knows how to put together this from the game engine. So we're gonna check out his seminar to figure out what's going on, how to do that. And you can just bring a laptop to do it. Normally you think, oh, this is Hollywood stuff, this is not, we cannot do this, but you can do it on your laptop. So I want to find out too. So if you're interested, sign up for this at the end of the month. We have a few sessions on September 30th, October 2nd. So you're really into game engine, making games, recreating virtual worlds. This is the stuff for you, okay? And lastly, we will have talks on AI. I think AI is the ongoing thing that you have to face. So we will have monthly talks. So do come. It will be every third Thursday of pretty much each month. So if it's not each month, then it's 2 months' time. It depends on what kind of people we can invite. All right. So so this is it about the lab. So do check it out on our webpage and get to know what's going on. Now, one last thing about before I give the chair to Jenny again. We will need a correspondent with us for this group. You are the new cohort, a third year student. We already have 2 correspondents from our past 2 years, but we would like to have you invite one person as correspondence. This person will know what's going on at the lab, latest happening, and he will try to communicate with all of you. And if any of you have some ideas, have some thoughts about, or maybe what the lab can do for you, you tell him, and then the person or her can tell us. They will participate in our policy making or ideas making and events and stuff like that. All right. So who would like to be this correspondent person from the group? All right. So first shot. All right. That's great. What's your name? All right. Okay. So you should come to us to the lab at some point, and then we will let you know what's the latest things, and then you communicate with the whole cohort. All right. Okay, great. So I think that's it. So I will leave the floor back to Jenny.
Thank you, Kel, for the introduction. So, a quick word on the cohort representative. So first of all, I appreciate people who responded really quickly and swiftly. Second, I think some of you may be harboring the idea and want to take a few more minutes to consider it. So let me just, once again, also one of the lab coordinators, just want to emphasize that the Arts Tech Lab is really one of the perks that you guys as members of HUDT get to enjoy. Because what we have, the vision, the faculty's vision for this Arts Tech Lab is to build a group of people who are super talented, both in terms of project incubation and research at the lab. So by joining the lab and becoming active in the lab, you will be identified as one of the elites. And as the correspondent, you will be identified as the connection, as the bridge between the elite group and the HUDT. So if any of you are interested, this is what I propose. Apart from our volunteer, I would like you to find two seconders. So you will want people to nominate you because you're representing the whole class. Okay?